Good morning dear students. Today is Friday. I am your social science teacher. Today we are going to see the 7th standard term 2 history lesson Vijayanagar and Bahmani kingdom. Shall we continue our lessons? Before we continue the lesson, those who are not having a book, come and get a book and pay the fees amount from the school. I hope you all did the homework. Students, you are regularly done the homework. It is useful for your study for examination. Let we see the patron of literature, art and architecture. In previous class, we will see from a great builder. Okay, a great builder. Now we see the patron of literature, art and architecture. In which period means Devaraya period, Krishna Devaraya. Krishnadevaraya is patronized art and literature. 8 eminent luminaries in literature known as Astadigajas, which means 8 eminent luminaries adorned his court. Alsani Pedana was the greatest of them, and another notable figure was Tenali Ramakrishna. You already know Tenali Ramakrishna. We also read many stories in our childhood days, right? Yes, patron of literature and art and architecture means Krishnadevaraya like to what? Like to have art, literature and architecture in his palace and many places. Okay, in Krishnadevaraya patronized art and literature. He would like very much what means art and literature. Okay, 8 eminent luminaries, which means called in Tamil, அது 8 வல்லுநர்கள், கலை வல்லுநர்களை கொண்டு என்ன பண்ணாங்களாம், அவங்க பேர் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா அஷ்டதிகஜாஸ். அவங்கள அஷ்டதிகஜாஸ் மீன்ஸ் என்னது, 8 eminent luminaries. ஓகே அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். They should was one of them in court was Alsani Pedana. One of them name called Alsani Pedana and another one called Tenali Ramakrishna. The two of them was mainly notable in the art and architecture in the Krishnadevaraya period. Next one, Battle of Talikota and decline of Vijayanagar. Krishnadevaraya was succeeded by his younger brother Achyudaya Devaraya. After the uneventual regions of Achyudaya Devaraya and his successor Venkata I Sadashivaraya, a minor ascended the throne. His regent Ramaraya, the able general of kingdom, continued as a de facto ruler. Even after Sadashivaraya attained the age of becoming the king, he regulated Sadashivaraya to nominal king. In the meantime, the sultanates of Deccan kingdom succeeded in forming a league to fight the Vijayanagar empire. Up to this we will start and we could have an explanation about this. Krishnadevaraya was succeeded by whom means Achyudadevaraya, his own brother, younger brother, and Achyudadevaraya after the Achyudadevaraya, the Venkata I and Sadasivaraya, who was the nominal as ascended the throne. Okay, and also then that time the Deccan kingdoms came to the war against Vijayanagar. Against what? Vijayanagar, and they have a combined force with the enemies of Talikota in 1565. In which year? 1565. Underline the word in Talikota. Okay. In the ensuing battle known as called Rakasha Tangadi, which means called Battle of Talikota. The ensuing battle is called Rakasha Tangadi. It is called also the Battle of Talikota. Vijayanagar was defeated. Okay. At last what? Vijayanagar was defeated by the whom? Sultan of Deccan kingdoms. There was terrible human slaughter and pillaging the capital city of Hampi. And also the capital city of Hampi was occupied by the Sultan decades, and all the buildings, palace, temples were destroyed. All the architecture, temples, buildings were destroyed by Deccan kingdom, Sultan of Deccan kingdoms, and the beautiful carvings and cultures were also discredited. The beautiful carvings and cultures means what? அந்த சிலைகள் சிற்பங்கள் எல்லாத்தையுமே என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, டெஸ்ட்ராய் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. The glorious Vijayanagar empire had ceased to exist. எல்லாத்தையும் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, ஃபுல்லாகவே சீஸ் பண்ணி அதை டெஸ்ட்ராய் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. திஸ் பிக்சர் இஸ் மென்ஷன் வாட், ஹம்பி விருபக்ஷா டெம்பிள். ஹம்பி விருபக்ஷா டெம்பிள் இஸ் திஸ் in this picture. Okay, the site of the city of Vijayanagar on the bank of the river of Tungabhadra in eastern Karnataka is now called Hampi. In eastern Karnataka is nowadays called Hampi. Okay, there was a city of Vijayanagar in where river Tungabhadra, in river bank of அந்த ரிவர் கரை, அது அந்த ஆற்றங்கரையில் என்னது இருக்குது, அதில் இருக்குது துங்கபத்ரா. ஓகே, Hampi is in drains as the UNESCO as a declared in heritage site. Now Hampi is called what? Declared as the UNESCO in heritage site. Next we see the Aravidu dynasty. Which dynasty? Aravidu dynasty. When Ramaraya was killed on the battlefield and his brother Tirumala Deva Raya managed to escape along with the king Sadasiva Raya. Tirumala Deva Raya moved to Chandragiri carrying all the treasures and wealth that could be salvaged. There he began the rule of Aravidu dynasty. In this para, Ramaraya, which was killed, he was killed by in the battlefield through his brother. Who is brother of Ramaraya means Tirumala Deva Raya. Okay, he killed his own brother Ramaraya and he also escaped along with whom? Sadasiva Raya. And Tirumala Deva Raya moved to where? Chandragiri, and carrying what? All the treasures and wealth which was salvaged by Ramaraya. He take the all treasures. There he began the rule of Aravidu dynasty. Okay, he go where? Chandragiri. The Aravidu dynasty built a new capital at Pennukonda. The Aravidu dynasty were built a what? Which capital? New capital. Okay, new capital in where? Pennukonda. Where? Pennukonda. And kept the empire intact for a time. Internal dissensions and interviews of the sultans of Bijapur and Golconda, however, led to final collapse of the empire about 1646. In Aravidu dynasty, the new capital Pennukonda were kept. No, that time the interviews of Sultan Bijapur and Golconda were finally collapsed. Okay, finally collapsed in which time means 1646. Okay, in which year means 1646. In which year? 1646. Okay, let we continue the Vijayanagar administration. What about the Vijayanagar administration here? The state kingship were hereditary based on the principle of primogeniture, but in some instance the reigning rulers, in order to ensure peaceful succession, nominated the successors. நிறையா வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டேட் வந்து எப்படி உருவாக்குனாங்க அப்படின்றத சொல்கிறாங்க. Okay, most of the succession here in the Vijayanagar administration, but the sum of the nominated will instance means what? Examples are given. Okay, in this lesson there were also instance of assuperation which means called அபகரிப்பு. ஓகேவா, ஒருத்தவங்கள்ட்டேருந்து ஒருத்தவங்க வந்து பறிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அதை பற்றி சொல்கிறது. ஓகே, அதை ஒருத்தவங்கலேருந்து இன்னொருத்தர் அதை அபகரிக்கிறது, அதை வந்து நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிறது. ஓகே, Saluva Narasimha usurped the throne and it led to the replacement of Sangama dynasty with the Saluva dynasty. At first we saw Saluva Narasimha who oppressed the throne of whom? Sangama dynasty, and he started what? Saluva dynasty. No, that time only the example will given here. The practice of appointing the regent to look after the administration when a minor succeeded the throne was so prevalent. அதாவது கொஞ்சம் குட்டி குட்டியான சக்சீடன் மட்டும்தான் என்ன அந்த த்ரோனில் வந்து நிறைவேற்றப்பட்டது. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் we will see that structure of governance. What is structure of governance in that period? The empire was divided into mandalams. Mandalams means called province. Nadus means called districts. Stalas means called taluks. And finally gramas. Into gramas means called villages. Okay, provinces, districts, taluks, villages are nowadays we using these words. Okay, but those days mandalams, nadus, talas, gramas only used. Each province was administered by the governor called Mandaleswara. Mandaleswara called as a governor. Okay. The lowest unit called village. The lowest unit called what? Village. Each village had a Grama Sabha. Each village had what? Grama Sabha, and Gauda village headman looked after affair of the village. Gauda is a whom means, wow, who is Gauda means village headman. Okay. He only looked the village, what are the affairs in the village. Okay. The army consisted of infantry, cavalry and elephant crops. The army consists of infantry, cavalry means what? காலப்படை, குதிரைப்படைகள், யானை பயிர்கள்லாம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதெல்லாம் வந்து வச்சுருந்தாங்க. The army was modernized and Vijayanagar army began using firearms. Vijayanagar army had using what? Firearms mean துப்பாக்கிகள், ஓகேவா, guns. The combination of firearm and cavalry made them one of the most feared armies in India. The combination of firearm means guns, okay, guns and cavalry means குதிரைப்படைகள். இது ரெண்டுமே கன்னையும் குதிரைப்படையும் வைத்து ரொம்ப ஒரு மோஸ்ட் பயம் காட்டக்கூடிய ஒரு ஆர்மியாக எங்கள் இந்தியாவில் அவங்க திகழ்ந்தாங்க. Structure of governance, up to structure of governance. What we see today means pattern of literature, art and architecture, Battle of Talikota and decline Vijayanagar, Aravidu dynasty, Vijayanagar administration state, structure of governance. Up to this, you should write homework of the important points and send through the WhatsApp group of school. Students, you must read once again, okay? That wise it will be helpful for your future reference, okay? Okay children, thank you. Have a nice day.